Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hi there. So my name is Jackie Flynn. I'm the Executive Director of the A. Philip Randolph Institute San Francisco, and I want to thank everyone for taking the time to gather with us today as we prepare for the Thanksgiving holiday. Thanksgiving is a time when families reflect on all the hard work and sacrifices made throughout the year. Traditionally, we celebrate a harvest, one that's nurtured by our elders, gathered by hardworking parents, and harvested by people who care. All year long, we make sacrifices so our children can play, learn, grow, and this Thursday, enjoy the feast. In San Francisco, we are putting families first. I'm humbled to lead an effort in organizing the largest citywide turkey giveaway in San Francisco's history, in which over 5,500 families in need will receive a turkey. I'm honored. Yes. I'm honored to continue the legacy of giving and supporting families across the city. It's truly a pleasure to introduce someone who has worked tirelessly to ensure our families that the city cares. She's creating a city where no families and no children are forgotten or left behind. She's realizing the dream of a city with opportunities for all families to thrive. Please welcome the mayor of the city and county of San Francisco, Mayor London Breed.
Hello, Double Rock. You know, I love coming here. Every time I come here, I get more and more excited. I'm excited about this community and all the amazing things that continue to happen here. And I want to start by thanking A. Philip Randolph Institute for all their incredible work. Thank you, and also a special thank you to the folks at Bayview Station and all the officers. Our police chief, Bill Scott, is here. Our fire chief, Janine Nicholson, is here. And let me tell you, it does take a village. I know we got today is really about giving. And let me just tell you, it is really a blessing to be a blessing. And I know that in so many ways, we're going to be handing out turkeys here thanks to Foster Farms and Whole Foods. But we also know that many of you who are cooking those turkeys are going to be sharing them with your family members and neighbors and friends. So I want to take this time to acknowledge and thank the folks who are here volunteering, your supervisor, Shaman Walton, who's here as well. But I also need to pause and explain to all of you why the mayors of San Jose and Oakland are in the house. Let me explain. See, what had happened was we had a bet. And a couple of months ago, we had a bet. First, it started with it's the Battle of the Bay, right? We're like battling for the Bay. To clean up the Bay, to clean up our cities, to love our cities. To show love and respect to our communities. And let me tell you, first the bet was between me and Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf. And then at the last minute, Mayor Liccardo was like, hold on, I want a piece of that. I want a piece of that. So he joined in. But guess who won San Francisco? But let me explain, Mayor. So let me tell you, we had not only the most volunteers, we had the most volunteers from the Bayview Hunters Point community in the city's history. The Bayview showed up and showed out. Now, we had more volunteers, but Oakland collected more trash. So they won in the trash collection because we couldn't find stuff to pick up. We cleaned up our city. But the fact is, let me explain, Mayor. Let me explain. The fact is, we are all one Bay Area. We are all one community. We work as partners to address some of the most challenging issues that you all know we face around homelessness, around housing affordability. And we know that the only way that we're going to get to a better place is not if we work in isolation, but if we come together. And this was an opportunity to come together and have a little fun. So I'm wearing my Giants, even though they was losing and stuff. I still love them. I still love them. I'm a Giants fan. I still rep even when they losing. I'ma still rep the Warriors even when they losing. We share the Warriors. But them Niners, though. So let me tell you, and I'm going to let our mayors have a chance to say a few words, but I am so happy to be here. I feel the love. I feel the energy. I feel the excitement. And that's what makes this an incredible community. You all make this an incredible community. And as we continue to address some of the challenges, we are here to make better decisions so that future generations who grew up in what we know, Fala, the conditions that existed when we were younger, when you guys were at the old Double Rock, we can't let that continue to happen in our city. And that's why we're changing things for the better. Yes, y'all know I'm from OC, but I love Double Rock. I love Hunters Point. I love this city. And my plan is to continue to work with you all to make it a better place for all of us to grow and to thrive and to be safe and to prosper. So with that, I want to turn the mic over to the mayor from Oakland who's going to talk a lot of mess. Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf.
Thanksgiving. I can't talk mess on Thanksgiving. No, I'm not putting that on. All right, maybe at the end I'll put it on. All right, listen, like London was born and raised in San Francisco, I was born and raised in Oakland. I always say I'm such an AIDS fan in our house. We never ate blueberry muffins. We only ate Vita blueberry muffins. But just like the battle for the Bay was a reminder to everyone that, the environment doesn't care whether it's in San Francisco or San Jose or Oakland, right? It doesn't care. We have to work together to take care of our precious resources. And that's why really everybody was a winner in the battle for the Bay, because we had together like 6,400 volunteers in one day in our 3 cities caring for our environment. Now, the reason that I'm not putting on that janky orange hat like I said, the reason I am not putting on that janky orange hat is because while San Francisco had more volunteers, Oakland picked up so much trash, literally more than 109,000 pounds of trash. It was more tonnage than these 2 cities combined, okay? Okay. Now, and Sam said, oh, you must have dumped out the dumpsters. I said, I wish that were true. We actually had that much trash to pick up. But here we are in Thanksgiving, and this was a fun bet because part of the bet from the beginning is that the 3 of us are going to be going to each other's cities, and I look forward to seeing you in my city. And yes, you can wear that orange hat. but that we're going to be together, volunteering together around issues that matter to all of us. Because poverty does not care about municipal boundaries. Income inequality, homelessness, housing insecurity, housing shortages, they don't care about what city you're in. We know that just like challenges don't stay confined to municipal boundaries, neither do solutions. And that is why the three of us, here, hold my hand. Hold your hand. We are here to work together. All right? And this beautiful region of the Bay Area is going to have some opportunities to start thinking of ourselves as a united family. The holidays are times when we think about family. And it's our jobs to make sure that you feel like you are a member of my family. All right? All right, I'm going to step away from this microphone. But Bay Area, we are one Bay Area. We have to see every person here as a member of our family. And we are going to be working together more and more and more to make sure that the Bay Area sees its own family and that we take care of our family members a little better than we've been doing. All right, with that, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for having me here.
For the sake of unity. I got the hat on, okay? Y'all don't post me with this hat on. Don't hashtag me nothing, right? Y'all got my back, right? Okay. So like I said, now, Mayor Liccardo came in like last minute. I would have never did that because I would have known that I was going to lose. And he didn't bring in hardly any volunteers, hardly any trash. But I gotta give it to him. He not only, he said he jumped in there like less than 2 weeks, I think, and pulled some stuff together. And then he not only came with me here to hand out turkeys, we hit 2 other locations before we even got here. So, ladies and gentlemen, San Jose Mayor Sam Liccardo.
Thank you, Mayor Braid. Well, thank you all, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Mayor Breed, you're absolutely right. This is an incredible community. And thank you all for welcoming me so warmly. I appreciate it. Yes. You know, it wasn't like this all the way. You know, at the first place we stopped at, the turkeys were a little late coming in. And they're all looking at me.
And they went crazy.
Yeah. And they're looking at me saying, hey, the turkeys are late. And I thought they were talking about the politicians. But in fact, the turkeys really were late. So I just wanted to say I'm a lot happier to be here because the turkeys are here. It is great to be with all of you. I love coming to San Francisco, and I really appreciate what both my... Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate what both my colleagues have said about the fact that we need to work together more, and we're going to keep working together more around affordable housing, deal with transportation challenges, deal with poverty, all the challenges we know we face together. I will point out, however, that Mayor Breed, although we got in late, we did get more than 1,300 volunteers out there. So you can be sure that next year we will be ready. And I'll have the Sharks jerseys ready for both of you. Thank you all, and happy Thanksgiving.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we got a couple more speakers, all right. We got, okay, so y'all, the turkeys need to thaw anyway, so we got plenty of time. Ladies and gentlemen, your supervisor, Shaman Walton.
Happy holidays, to Rock. You know, I just want to say a couple of things. One, and I do want to thank Mohammed Nuru with DPW for all of his work getting volunteers out, Recology, all of their work for getting volunteers out for the Environmental Cleanup Day. And I am glad that Mayor Schaaf said that they picked up more trash in Oakland, because you know how hard we have all been working to decrease trash, specifically here in D10 and in Bayview. We got a long way to go, but I think it means that we're starting to get some things together, because there is less trash on our streets. We get a response from DPW when we call them. We get a response from Recology. Long way to go, working on legislation to address illegal dumping, but we are going to do everything we can in our power to make public housing the place to be in San Francisco. I know we've had some real tough conversations around parking here and what we need to do to make sure that our safety vehicles can get inside so that all of our communities are safe. But we are working on a plan with SFMTA to increase at least more parking off the property while we continue to work towards other solutions. We're hard at work for this community every day because we love you. You all know I live right around the corner. I see you every single day. So that's not going to change. But when's the last time we had 3 mayors come and hang out in Double Rock? So there will be no isolation. There will be no disenfranchisement. We will be working together to make sure that the heavy attention comes to all of our communities in this city and, of course, our focus in District 10. Love all of you. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for showing up for your own community. It is very important. See you soon. Thank you. One last thing, I'm sorry, Mayor. One last thing, and a lot of you showed up at Rules Committee last week. As you know, the mayor and I and 9 of my colleagues, we're pushing preference legislation so that folks who used to live in all our Hope SF housing communities get to come back home. They get to come back home. So as we continue to revitalize, continue to rebuild the brand new housing, some of your family members, some of my family members that have been pushed out of the city will get to come back and live right back at home and community. So I want to thank the mayor, most of my colleagues for helping to make that happen. And all of you.
All right, the president of your Tenants Association. Come on up, fella. She like a cheerleader back here, like go, go, go.
I don't know how you feel, but I feel so blessed. Thank you. This is a great event. We had 3 mayors coming out to our community. And thank you so much, Mayor London Bree. Thank you, all of you that put this thing together. Thank you, Shaman, officers around, Theo. Thank you. Thank you so much. To God be the glory. Amen. Bye.
All right, I'm feeling the love in this place today. Can I get amen? That's right. Okay. Now, as we think about the holiday season, let us remember one another in this community. We are one community. We are one city. And it is our responsibility to do a better job of taking care of one another. That's what creates a better community. So during this holiday season, when you know if there is a senior who may not be able to cook, make sure you look out for the seniors. Make sure you bring them a plate or do something nice to support your neighbors, because that's what having an amazing community is about. My grandmother, who raised me, passed away in 2016, and I would do anything to spend this Thanksgiving with her. And so when I spend time with the community, it makes me feel really connected to what she used to do when we grew up in Plaza East, OC. You guys know where I grew up. And Ms. Brown, we didn't have much. We had that free food that was coming in the white box and the government cheese. She would hook up the macaroni and cheese and everything. And let me tell you, people would knock on the door. And I'm like, Mama, we don't have that much. And she would give food to people. And she said, so what, girl? You big enough. Here, share. Let's share. Let's come together. Let's remember why the holidays are important. It's about community. It's about family. It's about love. And it's about being a blessing. So thank you all so much. Let's get these turkeys handed out.
Thank you much. I appreciate you guys. So thank you, everyone. Just a few more thank yous before we get out of here. To our San Francisco Housing Authority, we couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you, Tanya. I also want to thank Bill Mattos of our California Poultry Association that worked with Foster Farms to include an additional donation. And last but not least, our Rec and Park Department for also helping get distributing of the 5,000 turkeys across the city. So why don't we go ahead and move out the way and let our residents come on in and get these turkeys. Thank you. Yes.